but that gun is not ready to be put back together, and I want to do that. Well, maybe it is. Let me see. I got most of it together already, so hold on a minute. You have to get a better towel out here now. I just got done refinishing it. This gun was totally pitted and rusted. Totally. And this is it now. You may not be able to see it, but it's pretty darn good considering the shape that it was in. If you look back at it, I don't know what I may have named it. I may have called it 38 Rusty or Rusty 38 or Rusty Revolver. I don't know, but at that point, that's it. Yeah, there was so much rust and pitting going on right here on the cylinder that it didn't even want to rotate. Rotate? Rotate, did you say? I did. Let me get the grips on it. So it's been clean, sealed, painted, refinished, whatever you want to call it. It works. Sounds good. Both in single and double action. It could have been a lot better, but for the condition that it was in, I didn't want to start taking it down anymore. I didn't want to take a chance of just digging into this thing too far and making a total disaster out of it. Nope. Why does this not feel right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. There she be. This is a little stiff, but that'll break in after a while. I don't want to oil it again just yet. It should be oiled again. Not a lot, but a little bit on the post here and things. But for most part, this is ready to go. Like I said, it's got a few little blends here, but I just didn't want to take a chance. And the other thing is, I could have started building it up with paint, but with duracoat. But the more you put on there, the thicker it gets. The thicker it gets, the parts are going to not want to move because everything is fitted to fit. And if you start making parts bigger because you're spraying them, and paint will make it bigger, things are not going to work properly. So that's that one. this is the other one. The same guy owned them both, and he thought, you know, he owns them both. And they were in a safe, and he thought everything was fine. Well, how long were they in the safe? Because they were both rusted. This one here, it opened, but it really didn't want to. It didn't want to. So, all down in here, this whole slide assembly was rusted. So, but we finally got that cleared out and cleaned it all up and got the magazine to work. Yeah, that's got to be. Wait a minute. There we go. That's got to be oiled one more time. Yeah, it's being released, but it's not. Hear it? Oh, this is a Colt. I remember. No, I don't think so. I forgot now. Somebody's, no, that one ain't it. Okay, so this is not releasing it. Now, I just had that slide, that magazine out of there. It shouldn't come up that hard. What's holding that in there? That's not a good idea. That can hurt. All right, let's do a quick look because it's doing something it shouldn't be doing. And it was working fine the other day. I had it all out. I really don't feel like taking the assembly apart. These things are a pain in the ass. I don't like Colt. That's the magazine, by the way. The revolvers are great, but I don't care for them. I really don't care for their pistols. If you had to take this down in a hurry, it's not going to happen. First, one of the things is there's a barrel bolt on here, a nut. This little front here is a piece, like a washer with a little divot in it, and you have to turn that over to here, and then you take this piece and you have to push it in and turn it, and then this has to be turned back that way. And then this all comes apart, and then you can get this, oh, this comes out, you know, and then the barrel comes out from the front. It's just, there's two springs, it's just a pain in the ass. If you had to take this apart in the field, in a hurry, forget about it. Really. What is holding that in there? I've never had a problem taking a magazine out. Put this back here, put that up there, try it. There's something grabbing that. It's another thing, cocked and locked. See how you got that? If you want to carry it with one in the chamber, like your 1911s, this is the way you carry it. Now you can, if you're really good, take it easy with it, pull this back, pull the trigger, No, it's not even gonna let me do it. And usually, oh, that's because of the double safety. Yeah, okay. Double safety's not gonna let me do it with one hand. There. Now I can carry it with that. The safety won't go on, however. And now for me to fire it, I'm going to have to rack it. Well, if I rack it, I'm going to take the one that's in there out of there, because you're going to have to pull this back. And when you pull it back, the one that's in the barrel or in the chamber is now gone, and you just put another one in there. So if you want to carry it with one in the chamber, you got to keep it like that. And I've seen people shoot themselves with it. They've accidentally shot this down without realizing it, and it accidentally, even with the double safety, ended up pulling it when they went to the holster, and it all happened, and they shot themselves. 3 of them. One of them was a detective, shot himself in the armpit, he had it in a holster on his shoulder. And one was a cop, while he was in his squad car. He shot himself in the groin, because he was trying to take the holster out while he was sitting down, the firearm out of the holster while he was sitting down in the car. For what reason, I don't know. Another one happened at the range. Well, even Tex Redner shot himself with it on YouTube. He posted it, which I got to give him credit for that. Okay. Now, what, I got to be doing something stupid. I really am. What am I doing? This is crazy. That's in. The magazine is releasing. Yeah. Huh. That is strange. That's another thing I don't care for this too much. If the rack is open, the magazine won't come out. Not at all. And that's kind of how it feels. It feels like it's holding itself, but I had this out. Extractor, nothing's in the way. Nothing is in the way. I don't want to put my finger in there, because if it releases, I'm going to go out. Like that.